Good morning from Wales. This is O-Artistry. Welcome to the very first episode that we're going to do, which is Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Today I'll be using my Aroma plant deck, which I'm just going to show off now before we get into the episode. As this loads, like I said, I'm using what I've called Aroma Guard. Basically, this consists mainly of Aroma cards, and then it has a couple extra little cards in there as well as... Alright, so first of all, our strongest card is Marina, the Princess of Sunflowers, and we use her alongside Rose Lover, as well as like Aromage, Bergamot, as well as the other Aroma cards, so we can help draw cards, we can swap cards' battle positions, negate monster effects, inflict piercing damage. We also have Gigantic Cephalotus. He is a very useful plant monster because every time a plant monster is sent from the field to the grave, this gains an additional 200 attack power. Now, a good combo that I use is Fragrant Storm with Rose Lover. By sending Rose Lover from the field to the grave, you can draw a card. If it's a plant type, you can draw an extra. Because then Rose Lover's in the graveyard, you can banish it and summon one of your more powerful cards. I use Soul Absorption, so I get 500 for each spell card that's played on either side of the field. I also have Aroma Garden, so obviously you gain 500 life points and then 500 attack bonus for each card. I then also have Solemn Wishes, so every time you draw a card, which is very useful in this deck because you do have draw power ability, you get an additional 500 points. I have then cards like Wall of Disruption, Mirror Wall, Kunai Chain, and Jadeing Shield, just to protect my life points, basically, and my monsters. Now, today is the last day that we have Crowler, for the Crowler's Tricky test, even. And then, I believe after that, is then the Dual Island, which, will be in the maintenance notice. Yes, so tomorrow is Dual Island, which has never been done before. It's a completely new test. So I don't know if this is going to be PvP or not. I'm not entirely sure. I'm very excited to do it, and we will be covering it tomorrow. There are other updates coming along the way that I'm very excited to play. But for now, we are going to be dueling Crowler a couple times just to show off this deck. And then that'll be it pretty much for today's episode. Because I plan just to try and get Crowler's main monster, the Fusion Golem, that is out for this event, but you do need a lot of points, so it's kind of going to be a race to see if I can do it or not. I have the confidence I think I can do it. Obviously, I won't do it all on screen. I will most likely do that off screen. But here we go, Dr. Crowler and Alexis Rhodes. I like playing as Alexis. I don't really have the ritual cards for Machine Angel or Cyber Angel even.
Don't call me Mr. Crowler. It's Dr. Crowler. I'll teach you to respect my PhD in dueling. Duel!
Yeah, Crowler. Okay, this is gonna be a very easy duel then. Okay, so good idea is to play Soul Absorption. I may as well play Kunai Chain and Mirror Wall. And I'm gonna go on an offensive this turn and summon my Aromage monster here, which is Rosemary. This deck is pretty much free to get. A lot of the cards you will need, like the Aromage monsters, are in fact they are from the card trader, while some of the cards like Mirror Wall, etc., they will be in packs. However, it is pretty much free to get, free to play. That's most likely a zero gravity if I had to guess. Oh, it wasn't. Unless he's saving it. Or it's a bluff. I was expecting that to be, here comes Ancient Gate Castle. So, what's he got planned is the question. Oh, sneaky play! He made it so my monster had to swap to defense mode. Let's see. I'm gonna activate my mirror wall. So this will protect my monster this turn. Ooh, zero gravity. I knew it was, but what that's gonna do is it's gonna swap battle positions of monsters. So I knew that's what they actually had. No, I'm not going to pay 2,000 life points to keep it on the field. Now, there's various things I can do. I could summon Bergamot and inflict some piercing damage. Or I could just use the Kunai with Chain combo that I have, which that's what I'm going to use. Because there's really not that much point, you know. I mean, it's like I could tribute, but no need to. It's good because it negates opponent's monster effects. This does actually get around Sphere Karibo, so it's a very nice ability. I've been using these cards also in real life for quite a while now. I have built a plant deck to use, which is very good. That I very much enjoy using. Oop, we got something. It's just another Ancient Gate Castle. I think I've got 4 copies of that now, as well as having Crowler's ability that allows you to instantly start off with one. So, you know, we don't really need any more castles. But how's everybody doing today? Hope everyone's having a good day where they are, whatever time zone that you're at. Here in the UK is coming up to 10 o'clock and is very nice weather. Even though the sun's out, it is a bit cold. It looks like we've done some mission. I believe that's dueling Crowler for 15 times. As well as some extra points. Yeah, so as you can see, I've only got 70,000. I know you need about 2 million odd, realistically, to duel Crowler. Oh, Crowler's back again as well. This time he's at level 40. There's an interesting mission there I just noticed. Win during your opponent's turn. I'm guessing that means that if they attacked a monster and you had a, I don't know, mirror ball or something. But this is going to be more of a challenge because Crowler's going to be at level 40, so I feel this is going to be definitely more of a fight on our hands. What do you think? How many times do you think we can beat Crowler? Do you think I'm going to beat him all 5 times today, or do you think it's just going to be that one that I got because he was level 30? Because from here on out, I plan to duel him at level 40. This is not a good hand. If I had Rose Liver, this would be a lot better. At least I'm not going first. However, he now has super advantage with Ancient Gate Castle. Most likely, that's an Ancient Gate box that he plans to tribute for Beast. Soul Absorption. Okay, I'll get 500 from drawing a card and any other spell cards he decides to play. Yeah, I knew he was going to summon Beast, and it was Ancient Gear Box like I predicted. So we're going to lose quite a bit of life points here, more than half. About 1,700 if I remember correctly, if I can math. Yes, I can. Right. Okay, we got a Romage Jasmine, which is good for defense. But this is not going to protect my life points. Nope, he's got rid of Castle. Okay, so now he's going to inflict piercing damage. And I can't get around May as well watch the animation. So we pretty much just had a bad hand. Sadly, I don't have the restart ability, which is very well needed. I can't believe you can get rid of one castle just to summon Golem. I am surprised he didn't use Beast to attack. This is gonna hurt. It's like, ouch. Well, Crowler trounced me that time. He didn't lose a single life point. That was mainly just because I had a not good hand. Had I had a Rose Lover, that would have been a very different story. Because we had the cards we needed to get even around Golem, because his Golem would have had a base power of 3,000 due to getting rid of his castle, while we had Kunai with Chains. So if I could have got out my strongest monster, we would have definitely been able to have got that higher 3,300, which we would have tied if he still kept the castle. So it was only a question of would he tie with Golem or not. But most likely the con decides not to tie. Oh, it looks like I got some points anyways. Must have been higher than 70,000 that I got. Yeah, just about. Right, so that was Duel 2. We have 3 more to go. Need to swap that gate. Here we go. So as you can see, I have a lot of duel papers. Over 300, so that's very useful. Good start. If I can win all of my duels, basically gives us the best chance of getting the Golem Fusion card. So here we go, this is round 3. This time I'm going first. So this is going to be interesting. Let's see what we got. We did get not 1 but 2 Rose Lovers. So I'm thinking a good idea is to set one of my Rose Lovers and end my turn, and then I'll special summon Bergmont. So he's boosted his monster to 19 and set us face down. Now, that face down most likely is going to be 0 gravity. However, my card will be unaffected by trap cards, so we will be safe. So, by banishing that, I can special summon this, which is unaffected by trap cards. I can set this, which is also unaffected by track cards. We can take out the Golem. Now, I will take 600, so it means Carola is slightly ahead. However, we have home court advantage by having a stronger monster. This will only last 1 turn, however, as this is now no longer affected by track cards. Now, the idea I'm going to play is that combo I was talking about earlier. So by playing Fragrant Storm, I can send Rose Lover to the grave and draw a card. I did get Soul Absorption. And now all I plan to do is attack. I'm not going to activate my trap because my opponent has a trap. Most likely is going to sacrifice the beast, which puts us at a very bad position. Because I can't swap it to defense mode as it's unaffected by spell and track cards. And it's night, I'm surprised. Activate the effect, so it's the same level. Oh, he must be attacking my set card. Well, that's 100 off your life points, meaning we're tied. So this duel's gonna last a bit longer. Now, we got a Romage Rosemary on the field as well. If I gain life points, I could have swapped that to defense mode, and we could have inflicted some serious piercing. However, I don't have that luxury, so we're just going in. I'm not going to activate Kunai with Chain still, just in case, because you never know. Crowler might have some sort of backup plan. So he's only got 1,000 life points left to my 34. Which gives me 500 life points. Now, obviously, I'm going to have to swap a monster's battle position, which is very risky because I don't know why I should play. But technically, all my monster's effects kick off. I tell you what, I'm going to swap Jasmine from defense to offense. I know that sounds ridiculous because it's only got 100, but I'd rather do that. Now, one of my monsters has 3,400. Obviously, we know who he's going to attack. Now, I can activate Kunai with Chain here. And I'm going to activate both effects. I'm going to boost Bergamot now. So, I protected my monster. No problems. Just drew Warp Disruption, which would have been useful. Let's swap that back to defense mode. We don't need to play anything else. We're just going straight in for that piercing damage. Bang. And the good thing is all plant monsters gain that piercing damage effect thanks to Bergamot. So it's really good. So, Duel 3 ended in my victory. So, like I said, if you can get a really strong hand, like having Rose Lover and a really powerful monster, chances are you'll have a very, set victory. Obviously, Crowler did have 0 gravity, but fortunately, he didn't have an Ancient Gear Beast in hand. That would have put us in quite the bind by the looks of it. We would have struggled to have beaten that one. Obviously, I did have Kunai with Chain, so I could have boosted a monster's attack power, so it would have been higher. But only just, and as long as my opponent didn't summon, play Ancient Gear Castle even. But fortunately, we won that duel. So now, all we have is 2 duels left. I'm very much curious about the Duel Island. There's a lot going on this month, actually, as well as Duel Island. There's 3 characters coming this month. One of them is Jessie, who is an obtainable character, which is honestly about time that they gave us a GX character. It's been a long time since they've given us a playable GX character. Since Crowler, actually. Crowler's been the only one. Which is ironic, considering we're now doing his event. The only other characters, obviously, you could get was Aster and Bastion. But, obviously, they weren't event-based. They were, hidden characters that you had to, summon 100 dark monsters. And for Bastion, it was win duels with, 3 cards or less in your deck. So, and that was 50 times. I'm very curious who the characters are. The one character, it says, "Hey guys, wait for me." I'm predicting that's going to be either Cyrus or Tristan. So that's going to be very interesting. I do have a wildcard guess as well, which is going to be regular Bakura, not evil Bakura. And then I'm hoping Bell is the other character. It's interesting because it says a legendary duelist is coming, but then its hint is that a superb duelist is coming. I'm honestly not sure who a superb duelist is, but there's only one way to find out, and that's when it eventually drops. So we gained 500 thanks to that. Why did he summon box in attack mode? Must have been for tank. Well, that's another 500. Now, I could lower it by 800, but that would be a waste of my Wall of Disruption. I'd rather have Rose Leather in my graveyard. Now, I have drawn Draining Shield, but Draining Shield's kind of useless here. I mean, it would block Ancient Box, but that's about it. Oh, he's using it. Now, I can lower Golem's attack power as long as he uses his monster box to attack, which most likely he will. Now, I'm not going to lose too much damage here. I will lose some, but not a lot. Oop. So now his Golem only has 1400. Now, as long as I draw a monster, which I drew Bergamot, very nice, because now what I can do is banish Rose Lover, special summon Bergamot in attack mode, who is now unaffected by trap cards this turn. So we're taking out that Golem, because obviously Golem is the more dangerous threat here. Now, he might swap my monster to defense mode and summon Beast. Nope, he's planned just to set his another monster, so I'm curious what he's got. Okay, we got a Romage Jasmine, so we're going to set that as a backup. And I'm going to get rid of blocks, but obviously we knew it was 0 gravity. He could now sacrifice for a second Golem if he has it. I'm not sure. Yes, he does. He has a second Golem. So this just became problematic because I have nothing currently. Ouch. I currently have nothing that can get around that, so we've most likely lost this duel. Solemn Wishes allows me to draw and gain 500 life points for it. Oh, that's got 36! This is gonna hurt. I don't even think I can survive this. I might just... Yeah, I will. I mean, I gained 500... from Soul Absorption, and I have 1900. Yeah, it was only 17, so I would have survived. Mirror Wall. Absolutely nothing we could do here. We have to end our turn because there's nothing we can do. I mean, there's no point surrendering because you don't get any bonus points. So, I'll take the L here. So that was our 4th duel, I believe. First, second, third. Yeah, so that was our 4th duel. So this is interesting, because I've won one, then Crowler's won one, then I won the next, and now Crowler's won this one. So, in our final duel, who's going to be victorious? Will it be Alexis and the Aroma Guard, or will it be Crowler's Ancient Gears? This is the stuff of legends right here. Very exciting stuff. What a finals, as it were. This has gone better than I expected, actually. I'm very much looking forward to trying out eventually my Romage monsters in PvP. I'm probably going to do that soon. So look forward to that. I'd like to obviously have one of the improvements in the deck would actually be having the restart ability. Restart is one of my favorite abilities in the game because if you don't like your hand, you can just shuffle your deck and draw a whole new hand. Obviously, it does have its risks because you could be risking a decent hand or a bad hand for an even worse hand, but you could get a better hand. which, you know, is what you ideally want. You know, so it does have its risks, but, you know, it can be rewarding. So this is the last duel. Very excited to play this. Hope you've enjoyed this video so far. Here we go, so the final round. Dr. Villian Crowler versus Alexis Rhodes. And I'm going first again. This is quite a surprise. Ooh, here's Aroma Gardens. It has been a while since we've seen this card, actually. Now, this is a fairly strong hand. I can work with this. As long as my opponent can't get around mine straight away. Ancient Gear Knight. I'm not going to do anything different. So there we go. That's 100 damage. And I get to draw. Ooh, Rose Lover. That's not bad. Now, I'm not going to play anything yet, because I'm going to activate Aroma Garden first, which boosts my monster to 2400 defense, and I draw a card. Now I'm going to set Rose Lover, now that I know that I have Wall of Disruption, which I'm actually going to set. Now, most likely, he's going to summon his monster by using its effect, because it's a Gemini. Yeah, that's what he did. So now he's unaffected by spells and traps. He set a face down, which we know will be 0 gravity. And there goes Rose Lover. Oh, bless me. Excuse me. Okay, so we got a Romage Rosemary. So what I'm gonna do... I mean, I could have summoned it, swapped it to defense mode, and gain life points. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to summon this and set this. The idea is I'm going to force him to use his trap card. Oh, he didn't use it. I'm very surprised. I wonder why. Maybe he's saving it for a different move. Oh, it's because it wasn't 0 gravity. It was a bluff. It was Ancient Gear Workshop this entire time. I never expected that. That means he's summoning it again, I'm guessing. Ooh, now he has Ancient Gear Castle this time. Now this has 2100. Our monsters are still stronger, but we know where he's going. He's attacking that Rose Lover. Now, ideally, we would want our stronger monsters here. I got Draining Shield. That's not what we need right now. Aroma Garden kicks off. So I could swap it to defense mode and swap and draw a card. So there we go. And the card we drew was another Aroma Garden. So we'll keep that just in case as a backup. Obviously, this negates monster effects. Now, it's possible he could try and tribute his castle. No, he's not doing that yet. We kind of need to end this duel as soon as possible, and Bergamot is certainly going to help us with that, but I'm just going to draw another card just in case. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap Rosemary to attack mode, and I'll swap her back to defense mode, unless... Nope, I didn't draw what I wanted, so what I'll do is I'll just pop in defense mode. So what I'm going to do is banish this. Technically what I should have done was summon Bergamot first, so I kind of misplayed a little bit, so it would have gained the 1000 additional attack points. Now let's see what this is. It is a box. So we can win this duel. We can end this duel. What I'm going to do is play Kunai with Chain, and I'm going to equip it to Rosemary, who now has 2800. We'll inflict 900 points of damage, which means Carl only has 25. We're coming in with an attack directly for the win. So, out of all the duels that we had, we were able to win 3-2. Very impressive. Absolutely love this deck. It's been very fun to play with. You know, and I've you know, changed a couple cards now and there. So this is kind of like version 2.0. Very glad for the success. Ooh, we also gained Machine Angel Absolute Ritual. Very nice. I still haven't even got Cyber Angel Dakini yet. I don't even have one of those. Surprisingly a difficult card to get. You know, even dueling Alexis at, you know, at her strongest, I've pulled pretty much everything else but that. I mainly pull her lower ranked ritual monsters. But there we go. Right, so this is going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, like I said before. And I plan to upload at least once a day, except for the weekends. So, you know, with that in mind,